what are those things that you can do to build capability in your team, in your organization, so that when those unexpected events happen, you're in a position to take that opportunity, grab it by both hands, and perform as well as you possibly can, and maybe win your own race. Hi, and welcome to Helping You Perform. I'm your host, Paul Teasdale. Over a career working with high-performing teams from across the globe, including 7 years working with Formula One team McLaren, I've learned a lot about what it takes to drive results. In this weekly podcast series, I'm going to be bringing you tips, tricks, and insights from the world of Formula One that you can apply for your organisation for your own high performance. Enjoy. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Helping You Perform, where I'm bringing my tips, tricks, insights and stories from the world of F1 and other high-performing teams, and helping you apply those to accelerate your own performance. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode, which was episode 33, which is all about expect the unexpected. So go back and have a listen to that and see if there's a challenge that you can put on yourself. Those things that happen that I say are unexpected, could I really have been ready for those? In this week's episode, I want to talk about opportunities and being in a position to take the opportunities that come to you when they happen. I'm recording this just off the back of the Singapore Grand Prix, and Lando Norris got an amazing second place on the podium. There were some different wins. Red Bull didn't win for once. But one of the things that I learned from that and many other races is that the great teams and the really high performers are always there to take the opportunities as and when they happen. You don't have to be in first place all of the time in order to win. Now, that can be around, you can still win the race by being a little bit further back in the field and something else happens to those people who are ahead of you. It might be an accident, might be an incident, might be an engine blowout. Something could happen in their world that suddenly gives you an opportunity to step up and go, whoa, I wasn't expecting this. I was running in fourth place. The first three drivers suddenly had a crash together, and now I find myself in first. But what I've done is I've put myself in the position to be able to take that opportunity as and when it rises. And it reminded me of the Australian speed skater, ice skater. It was in 2002, I believe, at the Salt Lake City Winter Olympics. And there's a team of five, I believe, or five different competitors in this race. It's the gold medal race for the speed skating. There's about 5 laps, something along those lines. And all the way through, this Australian, whose name I believe is Stephen Bradbury, he was in last place. All the other athletes were expected to beat him, but he put himself in that position, in that final, to give himself an opportunity. And it came down to the very last corner on the very last lap, and the 4 skaters in front of them suddenly had a big tangle up, and all 4 of them fell over. And he just cruised over the line, and he got himself a gold medal. He wasn't even expecting to podium at that. He was so pleased with getting himself into the final. But what he had done, and the lesson that you can take away here, is that he'd put himself in a position to be in that final. He could never have taken that opportunity if he hadn't done everything he could to be as good as he could be, so that when those opportunities arise, he can take them. Now, you might take this in the context of your business. It might be around the competitive environment, some of your competition, some other people are out there. It might be around situations like COVID, where you aren't necessarily prepared for that thing to happen. But what you are there to do is, I'm doing my best, and I've set myself up with these capabilities so that when something happens, when that opportunity comes about, I'm ready. My organization is ready to leap on those opportunities and make the most of them. So have a think about that for yourself. What are those things that you can do to build capability in your team, in your organization, so that when those unexpected events happen, you're in a position to take that opportunity, grab it by both hands, and perform as well as you possibly can, and maybe win your own race. As always, if you want to have a chat about this, love to hear your stories, love to hear how you're getting on with applying some of these learnings for your own performance. Please do give me a shout. Go to paulteasdale.co.uk, check out the free 30-minute chat that comes along with that, or just connect with me on LinkedIn, reach out, and I'd love to hear your stories. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Helping You Perform podcast. If you found value in this episode, please take a moment to like, share, or review the podcast. You can reach out to me at any time, either through LinkedIn or through my website at www.paulteasdale.co.uk. I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode.